training bills, food bills. Sometimes you put in, $10,000-$20,000 into a dog only to have the dog fall out.
And it doesn't
And then you've just, you just put all that money into it, and it's hard to recover from that.
Right.
Right. So we take in, 5 to 10 dogs a year, but we're putting out about 5 dogs a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know with myself, I have a service dog through you, and
Yeah.
it's Captain. Captain, here he is here, right? The difference is significant. I know, with PTSD, you have a tendency, like you said, bunker in. You're not going out very much, and even if you did end up going out, okay, I can hit the grocery store. But that grocery store is, I'm in and out in 5 minutes. I've got exactly what I need.
It's all planned out like a bank robbery.
Yeah, just like a bank robbery, right? You're in and out, and you're not talking to anybody, and it's a bit of a stressful situation. But now I found with having the service dog, he draws your attention. You can't race through the aisles.
No.
He's going to go at his pace, and he's going to force you to slow down, and he makes a significant difference.
Yeah, so that's where the name comes from. Fire Team Canines, they're your fire team partner, right? That you don't get to bring with you from the Army, right? So
exactly, they don't let you bring your fire team home.
No.
So he's been a great addition for sure.
Yeah.
And
so I find the dogs are, for some people, not everyone, but for some people, they're the missing part of the puzzle. Maybe they're in training or in treatment, taking all the meds, and they just feel like neutral. They're not going forward, but they're not stepping back.
Right.
And that's probably the time they need to start getting out. And that's when the dogs come in.
Yeah, and he's been a great addition for me, and I've been able to go grocery shopping and actually look at what I'm buying instead of just racing in, grabbing eggs, and out I go.
Sure, yeah. And it forces you to interact in a more normal way with society.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you might not like it, but but it forces you to, because you got to consider the dog's feelings as well, right?
Right. Yeah, as much as I'd love to be in the basement and not have to go outside, dog still needs to go for a walk.
Yeah, and they need to work too. They
Yeah.
want to put that vest on and be shown off in public and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, and it also forces conversations that you don't want to have with the general public, because there's a lot of times where people will come up and say, "Oh, I love your dog," and they want to know more about the breed or where I got him, or what can a service dog do, and that sort of stuff.
And absolutely, you have every right to end that conversation wherever you like.
Yeah.
But it forces you to start integrating with like civilians again, right?
Yeah.
At your own pace.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you're willing to, all they want to do is talk about your dog. It's not about you.
No.
Right? So it's much more neutral, and most people are proud of their dog anyway.
Yeah,
right?
and you can always deflect all the uncomfortable questions to the dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And
exactly.
and if you need to escape, well, I gotta go. Gotta leave, let the dog out.
On the other side of what we're doing, we have we can do carry-on support throughout the time that when you get a service dog with us. The other programs we have are like facility dogs, like Professor. So
Right.
he's like a remote control service dog. So he's used in like, high stress, maybe after a incident, like for first responders.
Right.
He can participate in the mental health of getting them back to, maybe they're just doing a group chat about, what happened there? That was the worst accident I've ever seen. The dogs are there to give them that support, to give them that
Right.
comfort, to be able to maybe talk it out and not have, bad, well, you're always gonna have bad repercussions, but it helps heal, helps come to some kind of conclusion.
Right,
Right?
right.